Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I'm super excited to be bringing you another yoga series, and this is going to be a 7-day chakra yoga series. And obviously day one we're going to be starting with the Muladhara chakra, our root chakra. So to join this journey you can follow the link in the description, which will take you to the next 6 days. It is my little sacred space that I've called it, and I post 5 new yoga classes, all different varieties every single week. But obviously this week you've got 7 videos, and it's $4.99 to subscribe for the month, or you can pay £50 for the entire year, which I think works out at like less than 1p a day. So go check that out in the link below if you would like to join for the next 6 days. So just a quick little bit about our chakras before we begin. We have 7 main energy centers in the body, our chakras, which run down the spinal column of the body. And our chakras are areas of the body which generate energy. They process energy and emotions as well. And they have a big influence on our lives. So through this series, we're going to learn how to open and to balance and bring awareness to these energy centers in the body through yoga. So for day 1, for our root chakra, I've called this class Grounding into the Now, because when our root chakra is out of balance, we can feel anxious, worried, insecure. It can lead to low immunity and low energy levels. So when our chakra is open and it's balanced, it's gonna allow us to feel grounded, peaceful, secure. And this whole sort of series is just gonna allow you to explore all different types of yoga poses and connect to the body in different ways, get you out of your mind and down into the heart. So we're going to be focusing on grounding poses in this practice, lots of hip openers and staying quite low to the ground. So that's enough talking. We're going to grab our mats and we will go and get started. So we're going to begin our practice down on our backs in our Supta Baddha Konasana, which is our reclined butterfly pose. So just let the soles of your feet come together. Let the knees open. Just create a diamond shape with the hands and let it rest down on the pelvis. And just settle your body into the mat and allow the face to relax. Let the shoulders soften. Let the legs be heavy, gently starting to open up the hips. And we want to bring awareness down to this diamond shape that you've made with the hands. The fingertips pointing down towards the base of the spine, to our root chakra. I just want you to take a few deep breaths into this area, bringing all of your awareness here. Feel this lower part of the body expanding on the inhale. And sinking back on the exhale. Our root chakra sits right at the base of the spine, and it's represented by the color red. So as you breathe into this area, into this space, right at the bottom of the spine, just start to visualize a red light beginning to grow brighter with each inhale. Maybe this red light is even spinning faster with each inhale. As you start to bring awareness to and open up this first energy center in the body. And don't try and control this too much, just use the power of visualization. So visualizing this glowing red spinning energy right at the base of the spine. Take a few more rounds of the breath with this visualization in mind and awareness right at the base of the spine. And slowly, one at a time, just let your knees come back together and hug them in with the hands. Give your back a little rock from side to side. And we're going to start to warm up the fluid around the hip joints. So this is going to be our sort of focal area for our practice. Bring the hands to the tops of the knees and just start to draw the knees in, open them out to the side and then draw them back together. So you're creating circles with the knees. And just keep all of your awareness in the hip area. And then change directions. Trying to get that stretch as you open the knees gently to the side. And then we want to stop with the knees out to the side and just slightly change the grip of the hands, let your fingers point in. Arms are straight and relaxed. Lower body is heavy. And this might be enough to feel a stretch into the inner hips, or start to gently move the knees up and down, but keeping the legs out to the side. Just take a few rounds of the breath here. And then slowly bringing the knees back together. Hands underneath the backs of the knees. We're going to pick up a little bit of momentum and we're going to rock up to our seated bow pose. So we're going to start to switch the core on a little bit. We're going to rock back and hold it again. So if you want to make things a little harder, you're going to let go of the legs. We're going to rock back and balance again, balancing right on the sitting bones. Shoulder blades squeeze together, chest is open. And again, if you want to make it a little harder, you're going to straighten out the legs. Find 3 more. Taking your time to find that point of balance at the top. Last one. And see if you can hold this last one. Chest open, shoulders roll down. Just for 3, 2, 1. Gently draw the soles of the feet together. Hands either around the ankles or the feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine, open the chest. And exhale to fold. Use those elbows if you need to. Use those arms to gently guide the legs open. And just take a few deep rounds of the breath. Breathing deep into any tightness in the lower body, in the hips. Keeping all of your awareness in that hip area. And slowly rolling up through the spine. Drawing the legs all the way behind you, we're going to take it into our child's pose. So let the knees open, big toes pointing towards each other. Just sink down to the heels and let the arms walk forward, finding as much length as you can through the fingertips and through the spine. Forehead rests. Bring your awareness to your deep abdominal breath. Feel the expansion of the belly on the inhale. Feel the navel drawing back towards the spine as you exhale. Completely relaxing your body into the mat. Whenever your mind wanders through your practice, you want to bring it back to the body, to the breath. Bring it back to the awareness of that red energy at the base of the spine, to your root. Trying to stay in the present moment, in the now, as we move through this practice. On your next inhale, drawing through into tabletop. Planting the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Knees over the ankle. And we're just going to take a few rounds of the breath in our lizard pose, starting to warm up into the front of the hips. You can stay on the hands or you can drop down to your forearms. way around with drawing in that left foot. See if you can find a stretch into the front of the left quad. You might even wish to take hold of that left foot with the right hand. And again, we just stay for a few rounds of the breath, relaxing the lower body, relaxing the hips with each breath. Maybe even dropping back down to that left forearm. And gently releasing. Draw the right leg back, shake it out. And step forward with the left foot. And you can take this lizard pose wherever you feel comfortable. Stay on the hands, drop down to the forearms. But see if you can connect inwards, so close the eyes. Bring awareness down to that root chakra. Relaxing the lower body as you exhale. Maybe reaching back for that right foot. Remembering everything in this class is optional, so listen to your body. Not forcing anything, just letting go and relaxing. And gently releasing that back foot. And slowly shaking your left leg out. From tabletop position, inhale, tuck the toes underneath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few deep rounds of breath in your down dog. Sending energy from the crown of the head to the tailbone on your inhale. Find length. And as you exhale, send the energy from the base of the spine down through the heels, rooting you into the mat. And from here, just widening the stance, so feet open to the edge of the mat. We're going to find a down dog side twist. So at any point, if this gets too much, you can stay in this downward facing dog. Right hand finds the outside of the left leg. However far down you can take it. As you exhale, a little bend into the right elbow, look up and underneath that left arm. Take a few deep breaths, just starting to open the upper back and the shoulders. And gently coming back to center. Left hand outside of the right leg. Exhale draws you up and underneath that right arm. And slowly back to center. Turn the toes out to the side and start to walk the hands in as we sit down into our yogi squat. Elbows gently press to the insides of the knees. Palms together at the heart center, thumbs at the chest. And we want to be pointing our tailbone down towards the mat and lifting into the chest, shoulders away from the ears. Take a moment to close your eyes, connect to that root chakra at the base of the spine. Breathing deep into the lower belly. Feel your connection to the earth through the feet. Breathing into any tightness, allowing the hips to gently open. And slowly release the hands down, extend the legs. Heel toe the feet so they're underneath the hips. Soft bend into the knees, find the elbows. Crown of the head drops. Take a moment to just sway it out from side to side, releasing completely into the upper body. I'm starting to find a little bit more length through the backs of the legs. Release the arms and let your inhale roll you up to standing. And we're going to step to the long side of the mat, turning the toes out, turning the heels in, hands at the heart center. We're going to slowly sit down into our goddess squat. The tailbone tucks underneath and the hips press forward. From here, gently bringing the hands onto the inner thighs slightly, fingers facing down. We're going to drop our body forward, but keeping the hips low. And you're using your hands to open out the legs. And here you can start to relax into the lower body. We're going to drop our left shoulder down, and we're going to look over our right shoulder. And just take a few deep breaths here. Keep softening into the hips, using the hands to gently open out the knees. Come back to center, inhale. As you exhale, drop the right shoulder down, look over the left shoulder. Slowly coming back to center. See if you can bring the hands back to the heart center, staying low, just lifting into the upper body. Maybe even closing the eyes, testing your balance, taking one more deep breath, and then extending into the legs. A little warm up for our next pose is we're going to turn the toes in, interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades down, shoulders away from the ears, and lift the chest. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips, crown of the head drops, and the arms lift up and off the back. Tailbone tilts up towards the sky, the head and the neck heavy and relaxed. Gently guiding the arms away from the body. Just staying here for 3 rounds of the breath. Release the hands round the backs of the legs. Inhale halfway, lengthen the spine, open the chest, tailbone tilts up a little more. Belly drops to the space between the legs. As you exhale, bend the elbows, draw the crown of the head down. And again, we find 3 more rounds of the breath here. Slowly release the hands down, turn the right toes out to the side, and start to sit your way down into your side yogi squat. Coming onto the back of the left heel, turning the toes up towards the ceiling. You can bring a block underneath the right heel, or a cushion, or you can just stay lifted and keep your hands down. Maybe from here, opening up the arms as you inhale, and finding a bind around the right knee. Chest spinning open, flexing the left toes in towards you. Again, bring awareness to the base of the spine. Feel your connection to the mat, to the earth. Completely present in this moment, breathing through any discomfort. As long as there's no pain here. Gently switch to the other side. Inhaling to open, and exhale to bind. Remembering that this is your practice and you take it wherever you can, finding the edge of the stretch. slowly releasing, coming all the way back into that wide leg fold. From here, gently coming down to the knees. So if you're on quite a thin mat and you have a wooden floor, you can roll the edges in. Otherwise, we just slide the knees as far away as they will go out to the sides. Knees stay in line with the hips and the feet stay in line with the knees. Gently coming down to the forearms. Maybe you want to support your forehead. Now this is a pretty deep stretch, but a wonderful grounding pose for the body and a great hip opener. So see if you can start to bring in a little bit of gentle movement. So slowly just rocking the hips forward and backwards. Starting to ease into that tightness. Let the eyes close. Let the face relax. Keep all of your awareness at the base of the spine at your root chakra. And you'll notice as you stay here, the body will start to soften and relax. And you might be able to go a little deeper into this pose. And you might want to keep that rocking motion going, or just stay still for the last 3 rounds of the breath. Soften the belly as you inhale, feel it expand. And do your best to just let go as you exhale, maybe a big sigh out through the mouth. And then slowly start to bring the hands in. Then bring the feet in first, and then bring the knees in. We're going to cross the ankles together and find a cross-legged position. And we're just going to finish our practice by placing the right hand in the left hand and placing the hands right at the lower belly. And we're going to bring our awareness one last time down to the root, down to the base of the spine, visualizing that glowing red light in the hands. And as you inhale, you're going to draw the energy from the earth, this grounding, nurturing, secure energy, up through the mat, through the ground, and into the root chakra. With every inhale, visualize this red light growing brighter, connecting and grounding you into this present moment. Keep charging this root chakra, this red light, with the energy from the earth. Draw it up on the inhale. Feel your body root down and relax on the exhale. Allowing yourself to find peace and contentment with your life right now, exactly as it is. Knowing you are supported and held by the earth. Find 3 more deep rounds of the breath. And then let the hands come to the heart center. Take this grounded energy with you. Maybe staying a little more present in the now as you leave this practice, as you head into your day, your evening, wherever life is taking you after this practice. And just thank yourself for taking this time out, devoting it to both the mind, the body, and especially that root chakra. Bow the head to the heart. Namaste.